Welcome to the Monster Harvest.
Dismantle the assumption immediately. You think kiwi is something that grows only in New Zealand. Something you buy pre-wrapped in plastic at the supermarket. You're wrong. This vine grows in Canadian winters, in northern Germany, in Siberia, if you choose the right variety. And a single mature plant can yield enough fruit to feed your entire household and still have plenty left over. Today, a complete guide, from choosing your first plant to the moment you eat the first fruit you grew yourself. Dismantle the assumption immediately. You think kiwi is something that grows only in New Zealand, something you buy pre-wrapped in plastic at the supermarket. You're wrong. This vine grows in Canadian winters, in northern Germany, in Siberia, if you choose the right variety. And a single mature plant can yield enough fruit to feed your entire household and still have plenty left over. Today, a complete guide, from choosing your first plant to the moment you eat the first fruit you grew yourself. Each point is a non-negotiable. Siting a kiwi vine correctly is a decision you make once and live with for 30 years. Get it right. Space. A single vine needs a minimum of 3 to 5 meters of horizontal run. If you're planting a pair, allow 6 meters between them. These are not suggestions for a small plant. In 7 years, you'll be managing something the size and weight of a small tree. Light. Full sun from morning, with some protection from the most intense afternoon heat. The ideal orientation is east to west along a south-facing wall or fence. The wall radiates stored heat overnight, which extends your growing season at both ends. Soil is where most beginners make a costly and invisible mistake. Kiwi demands light, free-draining, acidic soil. The target pH is 6.0 to 6.5. If you're alkaline, incorporate acidic peat at planting. Mulch permanently with pine bark or pine needle compost, and avoid all lime and wood ash near the vine for its entire life. Drainage is non-negotiable. Waterlogged roots will kill a kiwi vine within one growing season. If your soil is heavy clay, build a raised mound or a proper raised bed. This is not optional. Build the support structure before you plant, not after. Before. A mature kiwi vine loaded with fruit weighs several hundred kilograms. I mean that literally. The decorative wooden trellis from the garden center will fail in year 3 or 4, taking everything down with it. The standard, a T-bar trellis or a robust pergola. Steel posts, minimum 5 centimeters in diameter, set at least 80 centimeters into the ground, ideally in concrete. 3 to 4 runs of galvanized steel wire, 3 to 4 millimeters in diameter. Height, 2 meters minimum. This is infrastructure, not decoration. Planting. The hole, roughly 50 by 50 centimeters. Base layer, gravel or broken brick, 10 centimeters deep. Fill with native soil and acidic peat, 2 parts soil to 1 part peat. Set the plant so the graft union and root collar sit exactly at soil level. not below, exactly at grade. Burying the graft union is one of the most common and most damaging planting errors. One more thing, and this sounds absurd until it happens to you. Kiwi roots have a chemical profile similar to valerian. Cats find it irresistible and will dig up young plants with focused determination. Install a wire mesh cylinder around the base for the first 2 years. This is not optional. Clear, deliberate. The most common failure mode, stated plainly. This is the biological reality that defeats more kiwi growers than any other single factor. And it is entirely preventable if you understand it before you plant. Kiwi is dioecious. Male and female flowers grow on entirely separate plants. A female vine without a male pollinator nearby will produce 0 fruit. Not a poor crop, not a small crop, 0. How to tell them apart? The male flower, dense, showy, covered in bright yellow stamens loaded with pollen. Beautiful, but it will never bear fruit itself. The female flower, at its center, white rays spreading outward like a star. These are the stigmas, the receptive surfaces that catch the pollen and initiate fruit development. The planting ratio, 1 male to 8 or 9 females, 1 gentleman to 9 ladies. Position the male plant in the center of the group or on the upwind side so that wind and pollinators carry the pollen efficiently to the surrounding female flowers. If you already have a solitary female vine, don't remove it. You can graft a male branch into its canopy. 1 vine, 2 identities, complete self-pollination. Pruning is not optional for kiwi. It is the single most important annual maintenance task. Without it, your vine becomes an impenetrable tangle within 3 or 4 years, producing small, inaccessible fruit at the very top of its canopy, while the lower structure slowly dies from lack of light. The foundational principle. Fruit is produced only on the current season's growth that emerges from last year's wood. A shoot that grew this year will bear fruit next year. A cane that bore fruit this year will not bear again. This determines everything about how you prune. Winter pruning is the primary operation. Perform it during full dormancy, late autumn through to late winter, before any bud movement begins. What to remove? All canes that bore fruit during the past season. They are spent. All water shoots, the thick, vertical, unbranched growth that surges upward and competes for resources without producing fruit. Everything that crosses, crowds, or shades the productive framework below. Summer pinching. In June and July, pinch out the growing tips of young lateral shoots after the 5th or 6th leaf above a fruit cluster. The difference in fruit size at harvest is measurable. Irrigation. Kiwi demands consistent moisture, but is sensitive to waterlogging. In dry periods, water every 3 to 4 days. If the top 5 centimeters are dry, water. Feeding. In spring, nitrogen-rich organic fertilizer. During fruiting, switch to potassium-dominant feed to support fruit development and sugar accumulation. Winter harvest catches beginners off guard because kiwi does not ripen on the vine the way a peach or a plum does. Kiwi is a climacteric fruit. It is harvested firm and ripens in storage. The harvest window. Late October through November for most fuzzy kiwi varieties. Do not wait until the fruits are soft on the vine. By then, the first hard frost will have already destroyed them. 3 markers that tell you it is time to pick. First, the skin color darkens from greenish brown to a warmer, richer brown. Second, cut one fruit open. The seeds should be fully black. White seeds mean physiological immaturity. The fruit will not ripen correctly in storage. Third, the fruit separates from the stem with a gentle quarter twist and minimal resistance. Post-harvest. Lay fruits in a single layer at 0 to 2 degrees Celsius. To accelerate ripening, place in a paper bag with an apple. The ethylene the apple emits will soften a kiwi in 2 to 3 days. On the timeline of returns. First small crop at years 3 or 4. 20 to 30 kilograms at years 5 or 6. 100 to 150 kilograms at full maturity, years 7 through 10. Per vine. The investment of patience is returned with compound interest. Warm, settled. The resolution of the well-structured argument. 3 pillars. Soil pH between 6.0 and 6.5 with proper drainage. A structural support system built to hold several hundred kilograms. And correct pollination. 1 male plant to 8 or 9 females. Kiwi is a patient vine. It does not produce on your schedule. It produces on its own. What you can control is the quality of the conditions you provide. Get those right, and the vine will reward you on a scale that is genuinely difficult to anticipate when you are looking at a 2-foot sapling in a nursery pot. Subscribe to the channel. The next guide covers 5 more so-called exotic fruits that perform remarkably well in temperate gardens. See you in the garden.